and gentlemen, he's Taz, and I'm Michael Cole here in ringside, welcoming you to Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Hey, I got top billing tonight. I'll pay you later.
Well, what can I say? These Minneapolis fans have got me in such a great mood. I'm feeling especially generous tonight.
He's 3 seconds away from a win.
Knocked down.
And this is where things start getting a little interesting, Cole. This is one hell of a performance by some amazing superstars, Cole.
What did you expect, Taz? This is SmackDown, after all, the #1 brand in sports entertainment. A textbook reversal. Can he follow up?
I don't think there's anything Edge wouldn't do to get what he...
We've seen this before. He'll do whatever it takes to win and take every advantage he can.
Hey, that's not going to make you popular, but you got to do whatever it takes to win. I think this proves without a doubt why SmackDown's the dominant brand in sports entertainment.
I can't help but agree, partner. You won't see action like this on Raw.
Yeah, and even if you did, you'd have to listen to a couple of yahoos jabbering about puppies and government mules and scolded dogs. I tell you, it's like a damn zoo over there. Seeing a match like this makes... He slipped out of that one.
These superstars are clearly giving it their all tonight.
Not a surprise there at all, Cole. I mean, his opponent looked like a punk with that counter.
There's the cover. Can he do it?
You gotta be kidding me. That was nowhere near the ring.
Oh no, the referee is down. What's going to happen now?
Anything and everything, Cole. No ref means no rules.
Edge is such a jerk. I'm amazed that he still has a job on. There's the pin. Can his opponent kick out?
It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw this kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed to get a hell of a show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight.
And I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I love to know when you're coming up with this stuff. Uh-oh. Looks like he's taking his opponent for a ride.
What an incredible powerbomb! He may have just broken his opponent in half!
Oh, come on, quit showing off. This is supposed to be a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
We've seen this before, Taz. He's been wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up on a big payoff. He's showing absolutely no respect for his opponent.
Yeah, and his opponent's not doing nothing about it. What's that tell you?
And there's the reversal.
I like JBL's style, Cole. Watch it. He reversed it.
Why doesn't he put his money where his mouth mouth is and continue with the match.
Hey, slow down a little bit, Cole.
I think these fans know what's coming next.
You know it, Cole. The F.U. Man, get a load of that power. He's going for the pin, Cole.
That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead. I knew it was only a matter of time before we saw that. I don't like it, but as long as it wins matches, it's going to keep happening.
That's the bottom line, Cole. If you're not doing everything you can to win, then you're in the wrong game. I love it. Talk about rubbing your opponent's face in it.
Yes, but this might not be the smartest course of action. This match is far from over. Look at this! He's mocking his opponent!
You feel like a real jerk when somebody counters you like that.
Look at these fans! They didn't like that one bit!
Yeah, well, you know what? I got some bad news for these fans. He don't give a damn what you think.
It's been a... He saw that one coming. The pride in the hearts of these competitors might be the only thing that's keeping them going.
And pride's a powerful emotion. But when you just plain run out of gas, there's nothing in the world that can keep you going.
Well, it doesn't look like they're running on empty quite yet, but you never know when that could change. And it looks like he's bleeding. This is not going to help his chances.
Well, that depends, Cole. I mean, some guys, they go a little nuts at the sight of their own blood, and they become unstoppable.
Well, that doesn't seem like a good strategy to me. I hope he ends this before he suffers a serious injury. What a jerk. How about a little less posing and a little more action?
Pump the brakes, girl pants. There's nothing wrong with getting inside your opponent's head like this. There's the reversal, Cole. Holy cow, Cole, look at that. Talk about a crimson mask.
It's unfortunate, but you always run that risk in a match like this.
Unfortunate? What the hell are you talking about? This is great! Edge is so quick and so deadly. You can't take it. Here's the pin!
1, 2, 3.
Ha! Now that's the way you do it. Let your opponent know who the boss is.
Or you can just keep posturing and give your opponent time to recover. This capacity...
What kind of a moron falls for an obvious trick like that? Oh, God.
1, 2, 3.
You know what? This Cena, he spends a lot of time running his mouth, Cole. If it was me,
I don't think he's going to win any fans over with that.
it ain't about winning over the fans, though, Cole. He's letting everyone know that he don't give a damn what they think. He likes fighting dirt. Oh, God. The ref's on Dream Street, Cole. Anything goes now.
Unfortunately, you're right, Taz. There's no one to enforce the rules until the ref revives. Great reversal.
Looks like someone's making it pretty clear that he's not feeling too threatened right about now.
Well, this is a good way to find yourself in a bad situation. He's wasting time instead of following up here.
Wow, great reversal. Wow, look at that confidence. He's letting his opponent know who the boss is.
He'd better watch out, though. His cockiness could backfire in a major way. What a counter that was!
This could be 3 right here.
1, 2.
That was like 2.5, Cole.
Oh, would you look at this? Talk about, I think he may be looking to put his opponent away here.
Oh, man, look out below. What a huge power bomb. He don't look too worried about this match.
Well, he should be. Until that bell rings, this is still anyone's match.
Nice quick counter. I think I've got a pretty good idea who's going to win this match, Cole.
I wouldn't be so sure, Taz. If there's one thing we've seen, it's that anything can happen here in the WWE. What a reversal. Taz, in your entire career, have you ever seen a superstar as loved? He was one step ahead on that one. What an incredible match we've seen so far. He may get the 3 count right here.
2, 3.
His capacity grab.
Too bad that's it, Cole. I could have watched him.
That was a decisive
Here's your
victory for him.
winner.
The future's looking bright for that man right there.
No doubt about it, Cole. Whenever you can pin your opponent's shoulder to the mat,